Yeah, we're a little bit late, but
Cool.
we're not that late.
I think we probably
Fine.
should jump into
Warhammer 40,000 up first.
let's start with some more.
Let's
40K.
do it.
Yeah.
Okay, we literally showed up just in time. Christ, that was... Oh, that was sudden and loud. Okay, so... we had the new Necron character, which... yeah, this guy's been rumoured for a long time. This guy's been rumoured for a long time. So it's nice to see that they've actually finally done something. Yeah, it's a nice little update. Simple, but
If you've been watching
it doesn't need to be
live
difficult.
events
It doesn't
before,
need to be a big,
just about
complicated
every
design.
Necron
It's just a
Did they
complete
have any more
mastery of
characters?
the streaming
Imatech they haven't done yet?
Very popular as
So,
a-
because they have the Stormlord. Oh, it was Trazen, wasn't it? I know there's one character still missing a model at this point, and I cannot remember which one it is off the top of my head. So maybe they're going to do some AdMech as well, because they've done multiple characters.
There's lots of new Necron characters coming, and
Okay, there are still
Codex, which allows you loads of cool new ways to use your Necron army. So it's a good time to be part of the Undying Metallic Legions right now.
Can't wait.
Did they have any
Speaking
suggestions?
of which, we
did
have
they
a
just
little bit
say
more on the
anything
way
about
for
when
the
it's coming
Necrons,
out?
Particularly for fans of narrative play in Warhammer 40,000. Let's have a look at the next video.
Okay. Okay. We always love us a good cinematic. I really wish that they were the same volume as the cinematic, but okay. Okay, is this like a Crusade book thing? Ah. Okay, cool. A Crusade book.
Your own
People are here for Dark Angels right now. I promise you. That's what people are hyped about. That's what I'm hyped about. That's what people are excited for. More Terminator releases. 10th is the addition of the Terminator. Okay, so do another AdMech character. Do another AdMech character. Then give us the Angels. Because I feel like they should do at least one more character for AdMech. They might not, but I feel like they should with the amount that they've added to the Necrons. But if they're literally just going to be like, hey, AdMech guys, you get a stilt dude and nothing else, that's...
Or a Necron force. Right, let's have a look at another new miniature that's on its way for Warhammer 40,000.
Ooh, sister? No. Oh. Asmodai? Fuck, okay. Okay, that looked good. Oh, he looks good.
amazing. How many weapons does that guy have?
Oh, he looks good.
Certainly comes very well armed. This is as
Sorry, that initial outline just looked like a sister and just like, no, this is the guy I've been waiting for. Iconic. Asmodai. Ooh, put the hood back on.
Imposing.
No, why would you have the option without the hood? That looks weird. Like, I don't even want to know what that thing on his hip is for. That looks vicious.
But we've never seen what's underneath that hood before.
Yeah, and it's weird.
Turns out it's a skull helmet. Who'd have known, right?
This is slightly conspiratorial of me, but that image of his backpack, is it just me, or are those 3D printed voxel lines? That looks like a 3D printed thumbprint on the curve on his backpack.
I'm just saying. We want Fallen. Here's a head. Okay.
Maybe not having the best.
Not gonna lie. Personally, I want some Risen.
But still nice to see them represented.
This just screams Dark Angels.
If you're going
Oh, it's so goth.
to
I love
put
the
it
ludicrous
in
bit
the
of a sword.
books,
Absolutely ridiculous. Like Space Marines have.
I want to hear
over-the-top
more
weaponry,
about
but
the
still
Risen.
by Space- we have another unit to show you today for the Dark Angels, which is the Death Wing.
Oh, confirmed.
A new Terminator unit. The specialized.
Oh, the helmets are strange. Okay, but now, is this a separate box, or is this an upgrade kit for standard Terminators? Do they have hooded heads?
Some options in this kit is that broken sword.
He's very Blade Guardy.
all sorts
Kind
of
of cool,
stuff
actually.
in the kind of, and also build
Hooded options! Yes!
I'm
Sorry, I like the hoods. The hoods look good.
Or you can go, I want some of them with helmets and some of them with hoods, or you can buy 2 units and mix it up. So you can get a few of these and build them a few different ways, which is cool.
Okay.
Because one of the kind of
So it is a full kit, because that's a concern for me. I want to know if it's a full kit. It should be. It makes sense that it would be. But there have been talks about upgrade kits.
But let's have a look at the roadmap
There we are.
codexes. So we know
Oh, okay.
Mechanicus and Necrons are on their way.
Okay.
Really soon. Like really soon. So
Redacted?
armies, then you're in for a good few weeks. Then
I'm sorry, is Redacted a new army? Are we going to talk about the Redacted thing? I know they're not going to reveal it, but are you going to mention it?
Chaos in there. There's lots of Xenos. There's lots of Imperial.
Please mention it.
Really nice mix of factions coming.
Please mention the Redacted. Hello? Okay. Again, not really a Sigmar guy, but these are kind of cool, though. Vampire Courts? This is so loud. Oh, wow, what the what is that? Oh my god. GW are going crazy with their centerpiece models. It's Flesh Eater Courts, okay. Simple, but your army needs front line. They're very nice, actually. I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the thaggy boobies. But you know, it's not. I'm not judging. Not judging. Halberds, come on. Well, if you've got a choice between swords and halberds and you're picking swords, no, come on. They're very gross, but they're very cool. Look at the banners. My god, it's disgusting. Oh, people are going to be stealing that for Night Lords for sure. And describing these things very weirdly. It's just like, oh yes, this rather big, impressive beast. He acts kind of like a big, impressive, strong beast. It's like, yeah? A borrowed cardinal. I like these. These have got some really good character, actually. I do not want to know how their society works. It looks gross, but it's kind of cool. I like the suggestion of it.
Royal Decapitator. So we saw,
wow, okay.
The Grand Justice earlier on in this month.
Super big in growth. Well, show the big guy. I want to see more of that big guy. He was impressive. Like, seriously, am I imagining things, or am I seeing 3D printed lines on these models? I'm just saying, those look like the little thumbprint you get when you 3D print things. That's quite cool. The army sets are nice. I think they're doing the army sets quite well.
But this guy, the king himself, Usherin.
That's impressive. That's impressive. That I like. I'm sorry. GW right now are knocking it out of the park with these centerpiece models. They really are. Some of these look absolutely spectacular.
This is absolutely spectacular. The detail.
Hey, he used the same word I did. See? Proof. It's huge as well. Like comparatively to the rest of it. God, look at all the faces in the cloaks. Look at the size of him. It's a very nice looking army, to be fair. I already have too many armies, and I'm already looking at Imperialis. Or Legions Imperialis. Ooh. Got some orcs. Is this just like one faction, or is this a new starter box for this? The music's kind of hype. That's a big squiddy boy. That was a big squiddy boy. I want to see more of the squiddy boy, please. I don't need a T-foul. Please go away. They're pretty good. But I don't really have much else to say about them. They're very nice miniatures.
Right, let's have a look at another game system.
Oh, Kill Team. Oh, hello. Sorry, I got distracted during the thingy. The Imperial Fist does look pretty damn good. It's got to be said. But the reason I thought it was Kill Team, because again I thought that they were well, I've heard rumors, I should say, that they're introducing jump infantry into Kill Team. Like they're adding more rules for that kind of roundabout way.
The Space Marine itself is like a ton, right? They're like a ton of armor and like gene-bred killer, and they've just put a rocket on it and thrown it into the battle. They are a brutal, unsubtle unit, but very useful in...
I'm sorry, like what? I'm sorry. We're talking about jump packs being crazy when drop pods are a thing, yeah?
A lot of jump troops in your
like,
swarms.
Really?
Warhammer 40,000.
It's like, oh yeah, we're going to put a rocket on the back of one guy so he can jump further. Also, we are going to literally fire our soldiers at planets in gigantic bullets. Like, yeah.
Right, let's take a look at another game system.
Necromunda? I keep trying to guess them all ahead of time. Probably a bad idea. Oh, damn, that's cool. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out.
Not all the crime in Necromunda happens inside.
What if
occasionally you need to go out there and track down dangerous
instead of an Invader ATV? I think that would make an interesting proxy for an Invader ATV.
Palatine enforcers are able to get access to this. You might
those guys are looking very...
Astra Militarum forces commonly used by...
They're looking fairly Primaris with that armor. It's got... You've got to admit, show that pistol that the driver had next to him, because that thing looks huge. They talk about such weird things. It's just like, oh yeah, it's got wheels. Again, yes, like, Necromunda does have a hell of an aesthetic, I've got to give it that. I always make it look so fucking grand. And yet, it's entirely incomprehensible, the actual scale of these buildings.
It's still absolutely awful, right? Like, the police force is horrifically corrupt, that every single gang is trying to do something horrible. There are the cannibals in the basement and hunters in the skies and all sorts of horrible things. So the world of Necromunda is a very grim place indeed, but a very fun place to set a skirmish game. So there you go, enjoy.
I've also seen a couple of war bosses wring in their hands, so maybe
I mean,
they have some designs on that.
I think every vehicle is to some extent an...
Did they say they were going to be doing Kill Team today?
We'll see a few of those make their way into...
I feel like they had a Kill Team logo in there somewhere.
So if you're looking for like an alternate... Oh, Kill Team! We've got Kill Team!
I was right. There is Kill Team.
I forgot the order there. We do have a little bit more Warhammer 40,000 in the shape of the next Kill Team. So let's take a look at what...
Wait, is this after Scouts versus... Oh! Night Lords. Oh, fuck off, T-Foul. That's Night Lords. Holy shit. Fear made manifest. Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm impressed. You did good. Okay. Oh, technical difficulties. You good, guys? I mean, are they just releasing groups? Or is this going to be in a set like they typically are?
The bat heads are a little bit more kind of streamlined and restrained maybe than some of the Night Lord's helmet we've seen in the past. They look a little bit more practical but no less terrifying.
Well, they hide in the shadows. They've got to duck behind some cover.
Yeah, okay, that's... I think that's fair. Because, I mean, I think, like, the whole, like, side wings was probably a bit much. But then I'm a Dark Angels fan, so I can't really say much about winged helmets, can I? Okay, so this is literally just one team, right?
And those lightning claws.
This isn't like a new box.
Like
Typically you have this team versus that team, and you buy them together. Are they now literally just doing the beginner set for the seasons or whatever it is they're doing, and then individual kill teams? God, that's a gruesome cape. How the hell were these guys ever considered loyalist?
Metal chainsaws I think I've ever seen, and of course the.
Like, were we seriously looking at these guys? Like, did this happen exclusively after the Horus Heresy? Like, after they turned? Because I'm fairly sure Conrad Kurtz was known for doing this kind of shit to people before Horus fell to chaos. I'm just saying.
I think is going to be the most impressive and spectacular miniature that's going to be releasing alongside the launch of the Old World. So let's take a look at something very cool indeed.
Are they releasing? Oh. Yep. Tomb Kings. Ooh, hello. Okay, damn. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, those look great. Okay. Okay, I'm impressed. They very clearly kept some of the old troops and just kind of mixed in a couple of new ones here and there. Oh, they're really like, hey, check this guy out. Look how cool he is. Yeah, cat. That's the important thing. Yes, please share the cat some more. Actually, I say that. This is the internet. The internet goes crazy for cats, so... Unleash the curse of Nagash. They are having a hard time with their prompter team, huh?
New Warhammer the Old World on its way very...
Was there really any question as to whether it was going to be Night Lords or not? Like, really? Like, I would have liked it to have been Skaven. It's fun that the rumor was there.
Bone Dragon than the...
Was it really going to be anything other than Tomb Kings? Let's be honest.
The world ridden by vampires, almost like a crocodilian sort of head to it, and far less meat on its bones, perhaps, than some of the other undead constructs we've seen in the past. A very impressive model. The Tomb King, obviously, riding high at the top of that to give him a commanding view of the battlefield. If you have a Tomb King army, if you're familiar with Warhammer Fantasy, you'll know that you absolutely want to have a Tomb King in your army. He is the kind of linchpin general unit of your army.
Yeah.
And you want to keep him nice and safe. And what safer place could there be than perched atop
it's Tomb
an
Kings.
Enormous undead construct.
Yeah, like, okay.
This is a multi-part plastic kit.
If you're collecting a Space Marine army, you're going to want some Space Marines.
Options is always great. You can also build him as a high priest.
Very insightful, thank you.
This some beautiful little features in this that kind of worth dwelling on.
I like the bird.
Look, you can see that kind of vulture being spawned out of sand, kind of maybe like an endless spell or something that he's kind of created and constructed out of the sands of Khemri.
I was wondering what that texture was.
On there of like the death mask at the bottom there. That's probably what he looked like in life before old age and the ravages and the gaseous curse has wizened him away. Lots of lovely little kind of scarab details and skull details, kind of hinting at the kind of worship of death that obviously occurred within the land of Khemri itself.
It's like looks like someone's getting two. That's awesome in a comment.
I mean, yeah, you get two. I mean, it's a phenomenal miniature.
Probably.
I think you'd be rude not to include at least one in your Tomb King's force. And the other thing,
it's going to be one of those auto-include models, really, isn't it?
If you go for the High Priest, you get a Tomb King, which you can use as like a Tomb King or a Tomb Prince on foot to lead your kind of infantry. So whichever
that's kind of nice.
Build, you also get another foot character. And in Warhammer, the Old World, much like Warhammer Fantasy, you want to have some heroes in the mix, right? So especially in an undead.
I mean, he still gets to have the epic spear if he's on foot, right?
Forward. But yeah, this is a spectacular miniature. I think even if you've got no interest in the Old World as a game system, and we know loads of you do and are very excited about it, but even if you just love miniatures and you want something to paint, this looks like a painter's dream.
It does. I love the contrast of colors that are.
It's undeniably cool.
Different textures that still make its way onto this otherwise just bone motif here.
Yeah, loads. I think the thing that's nice about this is I think you'll paint up fairly quickly, right? You could get contrast paints and dry brushes and stuff would get you.
I knew it. I knew they were going to bring up contrast
and you
paints.
can really take your time over the kind of gold and detail and the gems and
But I don't know why, but there was just something in the back of my head. Eventually, this model, they're going to mention Skeletal Horde. Oh, it's really funny. It's very, very funny.
Including kind of
when the hosts have little to no chemistry.
Now we're seeing a miniatures range that really
I don't know why. There's just something about it that's just charming, and it's just raw awkwardness.
Incredibly cool few months ahead for Warhammer 40,000. If you like Dark Angels in particular, you've got a good time ahead.
Well, this has been a true pleasure.
Hell yeah.
You hanging out with the chat, watching these amazing previews, talking about Warhammer all day.
I could do that. Let's do it again tomorrow.
We're going to do it again tomorrow. Exactly. If you tune in now, you actually come back and watch on Twitch all the World Champion games that we can cover between Warhammer 40,000 and Age of Sigmar. So the previews will be up shortly on the Warhammer community site if they aren't already.
Some of them already are.
Check out the videos. You can see, maybe zoom in on that thing you were asking about.
Okay.
Yeah, the cat's going to be there, I'm pretty sure.
It will be. Eddie, it's been a pleasure. In chat, it's been awesome. We'll see y'all next time, everybody.
Okay then. Okay then.